Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be looking at HBAR. Before we jump to that, just want to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out, it's free to join. Okay, so we're still looking for further evidence, that we could actually be looking for either this move as an a B, and a C to the upside, which we could look to target this 1293, or alternatively looking for a bigger breakout to the upside, looking for this 2147. Like we've discussed in the previous videos, there are two ways that we can look at this move. We can either count this potentially as a five-wave move into this high here, or we can look at this as an a B, and potentially this as a five-wave move to the downside for a C wave. So the difference within these is basically if we are looking at this move, potentially we could directly move to the upside here. If, however, we are looking at the alternative here, we would look at this as a fourth wave here, then potentially we have to have, if we're looking at this as a five-wave move to the downside, we would need to have another C wave to the downside. So off of this current high, they would actually be looking for this zone of the 0404 region. So potentially we could still see this develop into another five-wave move to the downside here. So we need to just be aware for as long as we fail to take this 0783, we do have that risk of pushing down again in another five-wave structure. So I've got this shown as just an ABC here, but potentially this could become a bigger move to the downside here. And we could actually look to, push down towards some of these lower ranges here. So this would be looking at basically this move as an A, B, and a C, which would tie into actually coming back into this channel that we have. Though obviously, if we break out of it, then this is no longer valid. I've only drawn it off two touch points, looking for a third. So this is what I'm just keeping an eye out. If we do progress back up here towards the zone of this 741, we could actually continue to, and get rejection. Obviously, we could look for, continuation to the downside here and another five-wave move. So this is what we're looking out for on that bearish scenario here. Like I said, we talked about this before. We could still be in a fourth wave, or within a fourth wave up to this point, and then we actually look to break down in a bigger way for this 0279 to this 0189 region. Okay, so let's talk about the different possibilities. So if we are actually completed into this low here, basically what I want to see is if we are looking to push to the upside for this bigger C wave at this point. So what we're looking for there, if we are going to look at this as a breakout here. So I have also done it from this point here, for just in case my count is wrong. If it is wrong, then basically what it would mean is we get an additional fourth and a fifth wave here. But basically, it does fit the count to actually have this truncate as a fifth wave. It would make the entire move actually more clean, and then we would be looking for the move to actually start from this point here, the 0542. So I'm actually going to go over that, and then we'll discuss what we need to look out for if this is the case where we have another 1 and a 2 here. So if we actually did complete actually over here, what we're looking for, and I mean, we are talking about this in the previous video, looking for that potential to pull back into the 0642 to the 0635 region. So we've actually done that. We've come back down into this range here, but I'm a little bit worried about how we've done it. Potentially we can argue we have something like this where we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a fourth wave triangle and a fifth. So this could actually mean that we have a five-wave move to the downside. So if we have a five-wave move down, typically speaking, what we're looking for is a continuation with another five-wave move to the downside. So we need to just be aware of that. But for as long as we actually maintain above this low point here of this 0569, we can look for this potential breakout to the upside. If we do take this high point here of this 0779, it would invalidate that possibility of counting this as a wave 1 and then looking for a wave 2 to the upside. So this is what we need to do to invalidate that bearish potential of breaking down. So within this, what I'm looking for is the fact that we could actually have a completed move here. If this is a wave 2, it is also possible that within this structure, we could see something like this play out. We form this as an A, we come back up, higher up here, B, and then C, something like this. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Really we want to see a break back above this 0779 for a confirmation. It is possible that we could be starting to form a wave one and a wave two here, and then we could start to progress to the upside, something like this, and then look to break out of this range. So this is what I'm keeping an eye on here. Potentially, we could have a low in place here at this golden pocket area, and we could actually be starting to build this move to the upside. Confirmation would only come by a much bigger push towards this 10 cent 52. And what we'd want to do if we want to say that, we have completed into this low, is basically what we want to see here is the structure is a little bit choppy though. One, two, three, four, five. I mean, we'd want to see, it's possible we have a diagonal in here, but it's not very clean at the moment. So it's more likely that if this is starting as an impulse, we've got a 1-2, potentially another 1-2 here, and then we're going to look to push up. But it is overlapping at the moment. Really, what we'd want to see for a confirmation or a big or more possibility of this, we could actually only just come up to this 1-to-1. So this could just be a corrective move, and we're going to see some more sell off to the downside here. But if we do start to push up past this 0667, what we could be getting is that within here we start to form something like this, where this all becomes a wave two, get a 3-4-5 and push to the upside like that. Really isn't enough structure here, and it is just corrective at the moment. So I would be a little bit cautious with this, especially with the fact we're looking for some bearish scenarios here. But if we are forming a 1-2-1-2, basically we wouldn't want to lose this 0647 region, and we'd want to keep this low here of this 0642. Otherwise, it starts to become less likely that we have this actually playing out in that fashion. And what we'd be then looking for is the possibility to come back down, one more time within this, and potentially, then we'd have to look at this move possibly as a W and X, and then we're still looking for that Y wave completion, where this becomes A, we get B, and then we get a C wave to the downside. Actually looking to target out lower down towards a 0.786. So the key thing here, if we're looking for continuation down, is we're probably going to look for rejection right where we are, if this is the case. If we start to break above this 0673 range, and get above this and sort of consolidate, what we would then be looking for is continuation to the upside. However, if we just move up into this range, I would be looking for that potential to come down one more time towards this 0625 or this 0609 as a Y wave, where this becomes A, B, and C. If we do lose this 0.0609, this does make the move less likely to be an impulse to the upside. Really, we don't like losing this 786 when it comes to an impulse, just because by that stage it becomes more probable that we're actually starting to break down in a bigger way. But there's a lot of things that need to happen here. We need to start holding this low here primarily. What we want to then do is start to form a good 5-wave structure, nothing overlapping like this. It is possible it's starting to extend out 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and then we start to see, bigger structure developing here to the upside. But at the moment, all we have is corrective structure. So, like I said, we'd want to see a decent move above this 0677, and then looking for continuation to the upside, getting back above this X wave high here of this 0684, and then actually taking out this high at the top here, this 0779 region. Until we do that, we just need to be a little bit careful of this move, and it could start to break down. So if we do get a 5-wave move like this, basically, and we move up towards this 1052 range, what I'll then be looking for is a fourth and a fifth, which could look to take us towards this 1220 to this 1133. If we do actually get a breakout to the upside like this, what we'd have to then be aware of is there is the possibility that we could actually see this third wave be in place still, where this is actually 1-2, 1-2, 3-4, 5, and then this would actually be our third wave location. And then that could actually mean that we push up a little bit higher here, looking for this 1376 to this 1242. So this is the bullish scenario. The bearish one, and now this is what we have to be careful of, is the fact that we could actually see this move still break down. And what we'd be looking out for there is the fact that potentially this move could be incomplete here. And what we could see is even if we do push down one more time into this lower range, find support, but actually fail to break back above this 0.74 to this 0.702. Obviously, this would depend exactly where we end up, but based off of our current position, if we just form a three-wave move up here, I would be still looking out for that potential of this becoming an A, B, and a C if it only moves down to that 1-to-1. Or if we start to break down deeper towards this 0.518 area, potentially this could then become a 1 and a 2, 3, and then a 4 and a 5, which could actually look to bring us down towards this lower range of this 0.404 region. The support range that we have within this count is basically looking for support if we do lose this low here of this 0.541. I would be looking for support between this 0.525 and this 0.442 region. This would be a typical zone that we would look to find support. If we start to lose this 0.442 region, it starts to become more likely that we are possibly looking for this lower target here towards this 0279 to this 0189. So this is what we need to be careful. If we start to break down much deeper here, it could be the fact that instead of looking at this as an A, B, and a C, what we have is actually a 1, 2, then we get a bigger pullback down for a third here, fourth, and a fifth, which would actually look to take us right into that fifth wave box area that we've got marked out here. So gonna have to just be patient with this a little bit. We need to see this move prove itself. We do have good structure here, potentially for a breakout, but we need to see the follow through with the moves. If we fail to get that follow through, then basically, we could be looking for either this move to come down to this 1-to-1 at this 0589, which would be a retest of these lows. If that fails to hold, I'd be looking out for this 0518. If we do start to break down deeper here, potentially this could look to take us down to the 0404. Now, I am anticipating a bit more of a bounce to the upside here, but sometimes what we can get within these structures is there might be some extension. So potentially, we could be extending out somewhere within the structure that isn't apparent yet. And what we could get is a 1, 2, and then we break down for a 3, 4, 5, something like this. And then basically, this would then leave us with some additional 1s and 2s here, which would mean that, we'd be pushing down directly without having this push to the upside here. So ideally the target, if we're looking for a B wave, would be higher up here, but it is possible that, this is still in play. So even if we do get a shallower rejection here, where we're looking for this as a WXY, potentially we form something like this as an A, a B, and a C, which we could get pushed down to this lower target range here of this 616. Even if we get something like this, we still need to be cautious of the moves to the upside. We don't want to see three-wave moves to the upside, something like this. What we want to see is nice, clean, five-wave impulsive structure developing here. Getting us back above some of these key zones, getting back above this high, and then looking to progress up to those higher targets that we talked about earlier in the video. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can tell you at the moment. We need to see if this low holds. If this low holds and we maintain that support zone, potentially we can look for. So basically, we wouldn't really want to lose 6 cents 40. Once we start to lose that, basically, I would be looking lower down here, potentially towards this 0616 area to see if support comes in there. And then if we do start to break down deeper, potentially we could see 1, 2, 3 if we cross this 0587, and that would indicate we have a deeper sell-off to come here. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out. It is free to join. As well as that, you'll find affiliate links for both Primex BT and BYBIT down there. Both great exchanges we use on a regular basis. Check them out for yourself if you do not have an account. Using the affiliate link does help support the channel, and we do appreciate it. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.